Hi, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sinus Abu Khalif. My metric number is AE210004. I'm in section 5, especially in group 4. So today I want to present lab 4 transmission of introduction. So let's start. Power is sent from a generating station to load centers via an alternative current transmission lines. It consists of a series of conductors that are run from one location to another and supported by transmission towers. So there three consist of resistance, inductance, and capacitance. Will be distributed uniformly over the lengths of the lines in such lines through the lengths of the lines. The series impedance is formed by resistance and inductance, while the shunt element is formed by the capacitance. Overhead active transmission lines are divided into three categories based on their operating voltage and length. Short transmission lines, medium transmission lines, and long transmission lines. The term short transmission lines refers to an overhead transmission line that is less than 50 kilometers long. Short transmission lines typically have operating voltages of less than 20 kV. Because of the short lengths and low working voltages, the effect of capacitance is ignored in the lines. As a result, while determining the performance of short transmission line, the resistance and inductance and effect of the lines are taken into account. Medium transmission lines are those have taken lengths between 50 and 150 kilometers with an operating voltage more than 20 kV. Because the charging current will be the latch at lengths of the medium transmission lines increase the effect of capacitance while considering the long transmission lines are overhead transmission lines that are longer than 150 kilometers. These lines have operating voltage of more 100 kV. The line consists assumed to the distributed uniformly along the length of the line while treating this type of line, and trickiest methods are employed to solve it. That's all. Thank you.
Good day, Doctor. I am Abdullah Bakar. I'm here to present the methods and the MATLAB simulation. In this lab, we use MATLAB software for our simulation and calculation for exercise 1 until exercise 3. As we can use MATLAB is a program platform designed to analyze and design a system or coding that can transform into a product. After that, it can create a model and build up an application onto it. In this chapter shows how to use MATLAB software. Create a MATLAB code to solve the short transmission line exercise in the lab sheet. Solve the short transmission line in the solve the short transmission line exercise in the lab sheet. Create a MATLAB code to solve the medium transmission line exercise in the lab sheet. Solve the medium transmission line exercise in the lab sheet. Calculate the error and percentage error between the result obtained by MATLAB solution and manual solution for the short transmission line exercise and medium transmission line exercise. Create a MATLAB code to solve the Y-box exercise in the lab sheet. And for the results, here for the MATLAB simulation, here is for exercise short transmission line. Here is our code, and this is what we got. We ran the code and we got the correct answer. And for the medium transmission line exercise, Here is our code author, and here is our answer. For white box matrix, we also ran the code and we got it.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hakim bin Azami. My matrix number is BE220124. Okay, I will now presenting about our PS1B group lab report, which is for my part is talking about discussion and conclusion. Okay, for this lab, the discussion is the simulation findings were compared to the manual calculation on the model transmission line. Although there are some minor changes between the MATLAB result and the manual calculation, the value is still considered common, which is you can see from the manual and the MATLAB is almost similar like we did in the PS1A lab report. So I continue. As seen by the prefix in the MATLAB value and its form activity, the transmission line on each hand is the primary source to which electricity is transmitted from the generator to the primary load. The term performance refers to the calculation of sending end voltage, sending end current, sending end power factor, power losses in lines, transmission efficiency, regulation and power flows, limits in both steady state and transient condition, which is if we did the manual calculation like we did in the past, you can see it almost similar with the MATLAB calculation. So but in engineering term, if we use the MATLAB, is more faster and more accurately by using manual calculation. So that's why we did the lab in using the MATLAB. So then I proceed with the conclusion. The experiment is aiming to understand the modeling and performance of short, medium and long transmission line, which is in this lab we have 3. Transmission line transfer electric energy from generating unit at various locations to the distribution system. By constructing the program using MATLAB, short and medium transmission line use the different value. For the simulation of short transmission, value of the output from MATLAB are same with the theoretical calculation. Next, for the medium transmission line, the value from the simulation also same with the theoretical calculation. Therefore, both theoretical calculation are valid. That's like what I said. For this experiment, for the short and medium, we got the same calculation with the MATLAB and the manual. So I guess that's all for me. Thank you.